So this story happened back in 3rd grade. I remember it was almost time for lunch, so everyone was grabbing their lunch boxes and lining up at the door. As I was making my way to my backpack, I see this eraser. But this wasn't your typical pink eraser. It was shaped as a unicorn. At the time, there were these little erasers you could get for 25 cents in the library, and everyone went crazy for them. Like, kids would ask the teacher,
Oh, excuse me, Miss Teacher. Can I use the restroom, please?
I don't know, can you?
Oh, sorry, may I?
Yes, take the bathroom pass. But let's be real here. Everyone always forgets the bathroom pass in the bathroom. And instead of going to the bathroom, they would go to the library to get some erasers. I remember there was this kid who literally had like 50 of them. So anyways, I see this eraser and I knew I needed to snatch it. I picked it up and it was so beautiful. Like the tail was made of fake hair. I was thinking I needed to show my siblings this, so I shoved it in my pocket and went to go get my lunch. Not even a minute later, I turn around and this kid starts crying. The teacher's over there like, "Oh, it's okay, sweetie," and trying to make him stop crying, but no. This kid starts crying louder. She was like, "What's wrong? It's okay if you left the bathroom pass." And he goes,
I lost my eraser.
So I'm like, "Oh shoot, was this his eraser?" The teacher goes, "Who took Tommy's eraser? No one is leaving until we find it." So everyone starts to scatter around the room looking for it, and I start panicking. Well, option number 1, I can man up and just confess that I had it. Or option number 2, I could just pretend I was looking for it and stall out because no way the teacher would keep us in the whole lunch, right? Of course I chose number 2 because 8-year-old me was a chicken and thought I would get sent to the principal's office. So I pretended I was looking for it. Like a minute in, the kid is still crying and everyone is starving. But the teacher was like, "No lunch until we find this eraser." And it wasn't till I realized lunch had already started. And I'm like, "Oh, she's for real." I was so scared. If I confess now, it's going to be worse because the teacher's going to be like, "Why didn't you say so earlier?" I look around and other kids started crying. And I knew this was the end for me. I had to take one for the team. I was about to go up and tell her I had the eraser, but then I thought of this amazing idea. What if I pretend that I found it? So I go under this random table and grab out the eraser. Then I just yell, "Found it!" And everyone starts cheering and clapping. And the kid runs over to me and says,
Thank you.
his face was all red and he had snot everywhere. He stopped crying and asked me where I found it. I pointed and said under that table. He was like,
Huh, that's weird. I looked there.
and I was like, maybe look a little harder next time.